Welcome back to the KFiles. Today we are investigating the nightmare for alien abductees, Patient X, for Halloween Redux. It's very scary. Faceless aliens are nightmares. Welcome back to the lush basement office. It's Halloween Redux, so we've decorated appropriately.
Halloween.
Yep. Lots of spooky stuff going on here at Hollywood Redux. You have to check out all of our other shows, IGL and the Writers' Room, and some of our spooky shorts coming out, and of course the giveaways that we're doing. There's going to be a link. Follow it. There'll be free stuff at the end of it.
Just click down there, guys.
Yep.
You'll find out more.
Today on the show, we are talking about the very scary Mythology episode for a little change of pace. Mm-hmm. Patient X. It's the first part of a two-parter. The second part is the red and the black. And we're doing this episode because it really is the worst case scenario for alien abductee. Even the ones who are positive on it, this is
no one wins.
Still bad here.
No one wins in this one.
The faceless aliens are particularly frightening.
Dude, those things are awesome!
That's a great monster.
God, those are so cool. Yeah, totally terrifying, but they're so cool.
You got to give it to the special effects makeup team. Toby Lindala, those guys were doing really cool stuff.
We need like a graphic or something, or like a sticker or something that just every time, kudos to them. Like,
the special effects
thumbs
team.
up, like
no, that's what it'll be. Chrissy's thumbs up. There you go.
There you go. I don't know.
No, this is a great episode.
Guys.
No, it's a great episode for them.
Though.
This is well-deserving.
No, on a serious note, dude, the special effects team actually outdid themselves on this one. Those guys look terrifying, from the kid to all those guys.
Oh, what happens to the two poor Ukrainian kids at the beginning? I think they're Ukrainian. I feel very sad for particularly Dimitri's sad fate. His face goes through a whole lot of damage, a lot of battle damage.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think probably the grossest moment in the episode, which let's get right to it, Mulder, get that goo off your fingers.
Is there any way I can get off my fingers quickly without betraying my cool exterior?
Yeah, and I think that moment for me, when he's Dimitri is doing the stitches on his eyes and the goose coming out.
Oh God, yes, dude.
That's that moment for me in this episode.
It's one of those where you kind of have to like do this and then watch at the same time.
I put the Mulder graphic up so I don't have to look at it in the end, because I would rather look at Dakota's sweet face.
Yeah. Guys, good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Way to make us feel uncomfortable. Nailed it.
Yeah, and then and then later when they get to the phone booth where Maria Kovarubias and Dimitri were, and it's just ooze on the phone booth. If that is almost grosser than everything else, is just the knowledge that he had goo coming out of his orifices, and then he made for the phone booth, and then that's all we know. That is chilling. Thank you for that imagery, the X-Files. Forever.
Only the X-Files, guys, providing the best.
Yep. Written by, of course, the Mythology duo Chris Carter and Frank Spotnitz, and directed by Kim Manners. Interestingly enough, Kim Manners has directed, I think, almost every single one of the episodes we've talked about so far for Halloween Redux.
Kim Manners is a big Halloween person. Just saying.
We love you, Kim. This episode is really has some really fun direction from him. I think what I love about the Kim Manners a touch is that there's always some dark comedy somewhere to be found. It's never completely 100% serious. I feel like his always have some, kernel of really like dark wit to be found in them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's his like whimsy that he likes. Well, what did you think? Jeez.
Well, I mean, like, we talked about the kid and, like, him taking off the stitches, which is, like, the thing that I really wanted to get across, because that was ridiculous and, interesting to see at the same time, but it was most terrifying and uncomfortable. Yeah. Nailed it. But other than that, like, I mean, this whole episode was so insane, dude. And the worst part is it's a two-parter, like, talk about a cliffhanger. You kind of just left me hanging there without, like,
What a cliffhanger it is, too, with Scully on the bridge and Cassandra, and people are getting set on fire with those pronged thingies by the alien rebels, the faceless aliens.
Apparently.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a mythology episode, so we should probably also, in addition to all the horror fun stuff, we should probably also talk about the mythology business, I guess. It's a little dense. There seem to be a few different warring factions of aliens on the show in the mythology. And this is the rebel aliens are one group who are rebelling against both the alien overlord aliens and the syndicate conspiracy to create a vaccine vaccine against the black oil. Stay with
us, guys. Come along for the ride. Just say it. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Hang on tight.
Yada, yada, yada. Bumblebees and cornfields and fight the future. In this episode, anyway, it's just the rebel aliens. This is when we meet them for the first time. We also meet for the first time Jeffrey Spender, who I actually really enjoy his character on the show because I feel very bad for him, for his character.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's had a pretty tough sledding. His father is, of course, the CSM, which we don't know at this time.
The coolest dude on the planet, maybe? Just saying. I mean, I know he's evil and stuff, but the man is really cool.
Well, that's what,
credit is due where credit is due.
Bill Davis always says about the character that he is the hero in the story in his eyes, in that character's eyes. And that is what we find appealing about him, I think.
Still a cool dude, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's the essence of his
I should have, cigarettes just to pull out. I mean, I wouldn't smoke it, but just to be cool as him. That's all. I want to be CSM so bad.
Maybe we'll do some Halloween costumage.
Dude, that'd be
dope.
Do
you have a suit?
That's a whole different. I can get one. Are we gonna dress up like the XFiles for Halloween?
Well, we make no guarantees, but that would be fun.
Dude, oh my God. Okay, that's a whole different topic on itself.
Maybe we'll see. Stay tuned. Who knows? But Patient X, mythology.
I'm a little disappointed with Mulder, man. Being a big, alien episode, he was being a fucking party pooper. He did not want to participate.
Well.
Or was it too much for him to handle? I mean, we're only on part 1 of the thing, but,
This is in the middle of the 5th season, 13, smack dab in the middle, 13 episodes in.
Right.
And he has had recently suffered a crisis of faith where everything that he believed was true about aliens, he now feels was a lie,
right.
is a throne of lies.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's many aspects that point that it could be a lie. We'll give it that. But I'm very surprised. I was really expecting Mulder to be more yeah, totally aliens and, being himself. And he wasn't. Scully was that.
Well, as often happens in life, on the show, I think it was meant to happen that way because Mulder was on this path where he's learning things in a different way, and he's getting to experience the other side of things now, where he's the skeptic, so he's getting to feel that, what that feels like, and if that is who he is now. And so Scully gets to play the other role, which is believer. But in this, she can't believe with her mind, but her body believes. Everything, her essence believes. She just knows innately what is going on. She sees, the fingerprints on the window, and then she sees the stars in her window, and she just knows that means something. And I know what it means, but I can't translate it. I just know I'm gonna follow. It's a map. I'm gonna follow it. So. I enjoy getting to see Scully during this time, post cancer, being braver, being really brave about believing and, being more open. And that's fun. And their relationship, of course, is a little fraught at this time because of Mulder's crisis of faith. And especially in this episode, because Scully, this is real. This is happening to her, and he's not paying attention. So it's definitely a big, thing in their relationship, which is very fun to watch.
Little bump in the road.
I love these. They're fun to watch. And I mean, geez, of course, for Halloween, it's got all the gross stuff you could want. So it's really, for me, a perfect October. That's going to do it for our investigation into Patient X. I'm your host, Katie. You can find me at KMoles on all social media.
And I'm your co-host, Grisali. You can find me at Grisali on all social medias. And we're coming at you from HollywoodRedux.com.
That's right. This is the last week of Halloween Redux. We hope you enjoyed all of our spooky investigations during the month of October. We have a very special episode of The Writer's Room that is going to be our final Halloween Redux, pièce de résistance, etc. It's going to be fun. Join us for that.
Please check that out on Monday, guys.
Yeah, and have a fun and safe Halloween. And join us next week for another episode of the KFiles. Watch the video that's playing to my left if it strikes your fancy. Subscribe below.
Comment, subscribe, share, like. Guys, share. And have a happy Halloween, guys.
The truth is already here. We'll
see you later.